To all Black women of America, I want to express my heartfelt apology for the role that many white Americans, including white women, played in electing Donald Trump.
So when I voted for the government to cut all the waste, fraud, and abuse, I didn't know they meant me.
The United States has lost over 800,000 jobs this year so far under the Trump administration, and that is the most jobs lost from January to July since 2020. And
why do poor white people vote against themselves time and time again? They vote for Trump and the other MAGA politicians only to have every promise broken, prices go up, social supports evaporate. Here's why. First, remember what I talked about recently, the psychological wage of whiteness. That term was coined by W.E. Du Bois to describe poor white folks being paid with social status rather than decent living conditions. They're convinced by the elites that they're better than black folks, better than immigrants, Latinos, LGBTQ folks. They're convinced that being white puts them in the same league as the elites. Of course, the elites know otherwise, but the poor whites buy it because they're grasping at straws. Second, they are convinced that the people they're supposedly better than are the big threat in their lives. Not the rich, not the corporations or the politicians, but immigrants, black folks, welfare queens, LGBTQ, criminals, you know, the usual scapegoats. Third, the elites promise protection to poor white folks. A politician comes along and says, I'll keep those people in their place, or I'll kick them out, or I'll lock them up. Or, more politely, I'll defend your values. They don't say, I'll make your life better. Well, they say it, they just don't mean it. They'll say, I'll make sure they don't get ahead of you. Fourth, they vote for the punishment, not the policy. When a law gets passed that slashes public housing or school funding or food aid, they think, good, that'll stop those lazy freeloaders. And they do some mental gymnastics that make them believe it's worth losing those things for their own families in order to see those problematic black people and immigrants and so forth being punished. It gets to a point where just seeing those guys being punished is reward enough, which is pretty sick, but that's how behavior works. Their housing, schools, and groceries are on the chopping block too, but they blame that on Biden. Always a scapegoat. They get hit by the same policies they were told would punish the others, and they blame the wrong people. The system fails them, but they've been trained to blame the scapegoats, not the cause, which is the rich people, the people they voted for. So they think the problem is still those people, not the fact that they were personally manipulated by the people they voted for. They're basically saying, I'll take the hit as long as you don't help them, or worse, as long as you hurt them. That is the psychological wage Du Bois was talking about, the trade-off between material security for racial status.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Now, for a very long time, white people, they have been voting against their own interest. White people, they have been voting to punish the black people and immigrant people in America. But this time round, things have really changed, and it is like God of Black has answered black prayer through Trump. All the truth is coming out. Why am I saying all the truth is coming out? It is because right now the white people, they have started to regret for voting for racism, for voting to punish black people, for voting to punish the immigrant people. So we are now seeing the people who are really suffering. It is the white people. You have been seeing white people coming out crying. Majority of them, they cannot afford their medical bill. Majority of them, they cannot even afford basic necessities. We have been seeing the white farmers. The white farmers, they are really crying. Majority of them, they are going bankrupt. We have seen they are losing workers because of voting for deportation, we have been seeing the white farmers, they have been losing workers. The workers, they are not showing in their farms simply because the ICE, it is coming in it is raiding in their farms. They are detaining immigrant people in the farms. So because of that, the workers, they have been vanishing overnight, and because of that, we have been seeing majority of farmers, they have started going bankruptcy. And also majority of right now, the white people, they are coming out and telling the people truth about what they have been doing. These people, they have been voting to punish black people and these other races. These people, they have been voting so that the black people cannot thrive in America. Whenever they are seeing black people, they are thriving, they will do anything to bring the black people down. But all that, it is like God, he has decided to punish these white people through Donald Trump, because what Donald Trump is doing right now, majority of the people who voted for him, they are not even happy. They thought that Donald Trump policy will only affect the black people. Donald Trump policy will only affect the migrant people. But right now we are seeing that Donald Trump policy, it is also affecting them, and they are really crying. And also right now they are regretting for voting for Donald Trump. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this compilation of video of white people coming out revealing the truth of how they have been voting to punish others, and also how they have been doing to the black people. So kindly guys, watch this compilation of video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. I'm your host Dash Lifestyle. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up, and also this video, it is only for educational purposes. All credits goes to the original creator of the video.
To all black women of America, I want to express my heartfelt apology for the role that many white Americans, including white women, played in electing Donald Trump. I recognize the pain and frustration that this has caused in black communities, and the ways this outcome has undermined the rights, the safety, and the dignity of so many, especially black women. I understand that black women have long fought for justice and equity, not just for themselves, but for all marginalized communities. And your commitment to truth, resilience, and progress is truly inspiring. As a white person, I'm aware that part of my responsibility is to listen, learn, and actively challenge systems that harm and marginalize. And it's clear that actions speak louder than words. I'm still committed to doing the work necessary to help build a future where all voices are heard and respected. Thank you for your continued strength and leadership. I'm committed to being an ally and creating positive, lasting changes so that we can all live equally in this country. To all of the white women who let everyone else down, check back with me in 4 years. I'm sorry for your daughters. I'm sorry for your sisters that you made a choice to vote a convicted criminal into the presidency. You complain about crime committed by people who came to this country to seek a new life, but you weren't worried about putting a criminal in office again. You must be aware that he's about to use his power to save himself and to save every insurrectionist who was sentenced as a result of the insurrection. You are truly about to see what misuse of power looks like.
My whole house is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications that he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body, it's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for, I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism. So what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free healthcare. That's it. I just love you. Have a good day.
I got something on my mind, and I got something I want to say, which should come as a surprise to no one. Under this current administration, we have watched them strip away funding for medical research to areas like cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's, lower respiratory illnesses, diabetes, and some other areas. We've watched them deregulate industries that pollute our air and water. We've watched them destroy agencies that fight mental illness, and now we've watched them strip away Medicaid for many, many, many Americans. He has put in place RFK Jr. of Health and Human Services as the secretary, who was a known anti-vaxxer, a known conspiracy theorist. He came in, fired everybody, and brought in his own team, one of which is Dr. Robert Malone, who has been known to put out misinformation about vaccines, all the while spewing their slogan, I had to choke myself up, make America healthy again. He actually had a quote, we cannot be a strong country when our citizens are sick. So, it is unbelievable to me that there are people out there, Trump supporters, MAGA, who still don't see that the words and the actions don't line up. They're telling you one thing, but they're doing another. There is going to be a health crisis in this country. And places like Alabama and, Alaska, Kentucky, places with a lot of rural areas cannot handle another health crisis, especially one that is preventable. And this is all, I want to blame it all on Trump, but I can't, because he's an idiot. He is nothing but a puppet who is puppeting Americans. He does not know anything about how to run a country. He is incompetent. He is unknowledgeable. He's too narcissistic to be in the role that he's in. But because he can be loud, and because he can be grandiose, and because he can use big adjectives, there are people that are still buying his bullshit. People are going to be sick, and people are going to die. More people under Donald Trump. If Americans, if MAGA, if Trump supporters do not wake up and see that you are being lied to, and you are being manipulated, and you are being played for a fool. Why do you think they don't want us believing in science? Why do you think they just want us in church and praying and not doing research and not listening to those dumb Democrats and all the experts and the scientists and stuff? Because they want you dumb, they want you sick, and they want you weak. Because you know what dumb, sick, weak people that can't do? They can't fight back. It is so frustrating that there are people out here who still do not see that this man is a sociopath, who only wants to harm people for his ego. Cruelty is the point. You can't strip away medical research, strip away insurance, and then all the while saying we're trying to make America healthy again. It doesn't add up. Wake up.
If someone you know or you depend on food stamps, pay close attention. Major changes are coming under Trump's big beautiful bill. Let me break down what's changing, when it starts, and how it could affect your SNAP benefits. Now here's the timeline. October 1st, 2026, state will begin tightening SNAP eligibility. That means stricter income checks, faster recertification, and more documentation just to stay qualified. Now on December 31st, 2026, the new work rule begins. If you're 19 or 64 and don't have a documented disability, you will need to work, volunteer, or be in some type of job training at least 80 hours per month to keep your benefits. This applies to parents of school-aged children. Unless you have a baby or a toddler at home or some type of medical exemption, you will be expected to meet those work requirements too. Now, October 1st, 2027, states that make too many mistakes managing the SNAP program will face financial penalties. For example, New York had one of the highest error rates in 2023. Under the new law, they could be forced to repay up to 15% of program costs, which could result in title enforcement for everyone. This isn't to scare you, it's to prepare you. If you're able-bodied, now is the time to plan ahead. These changes are real. They are coming. Stay tuned. Like, follow, share for the next updates. I will definitely keep you guys informed.
This is my impression of a Trump voter who is on food stamps. Here it is. So I have 5 kids, and I voted for Trump because I agreed with everything he was saying. I thought we should cut the waste from the government. But I get $2,800 a month for food stamps for my children, and he just cut it back. All the cuts he made in the big beautiful bill cut my food stamps down to $350 a month. How am I supposed to feed 5 kids on $350 a month? I can't really work because I have 5 kids and my husband is gone. So I have to stay home and raise all these kids, and the government was giving me money. So when I voted for the government to cut all the waste, fraud, and abuse, I didn't know they meant me. Here's the paper that proves they cut my food stamps.
Congratulations, MAGA. Your vote for Trump is the reason why senior citizens will be kicked out of their nursing homes. Before you flood my comment section screaming fake news, I'm going to provide some verifiable facts. Google's free. You can go look at the bill. 60% of nursing home residents rely on Medicaid to cover their care. That is a fact. And Trump's new tax plan, it cuts the provider tax by 41%. This slashes how much support states receive from the government for nursing homes. That's a 41% funding cut. That is a fact. The American Healthcare Association says that 1 in 4 nursing homes could shut down and half of their staff will be eliminated. That's a fact. So where do these senior citizens go? Some might have family to take them in, but for others, this is the end of the road. There's no place for them to go. This is what your vote for Trump is doing. It's pushing vulnerable seniors out of care and onto the streets. And that is a fact. This isn't America first. This is our elderly last. If you voted for Trump, you made this happen. I hate to say it. This is on you.
I am so tired of feeling helpless as a parent. Yes, my kids are grown adults. My oldest is 28, my youngest is 25. And I thought by teaching them what I learned, which is you work hard, you get a good job, you're going to get the things in life that you need, right? Worked for me, why wouldn't it work for them? Because it doesn't. Because the world has changed, all right? And now I feel like I see them struggling. And before my generation comes at me, yes, I understand struggling is a part of life. We all struggled. But there's a difference between struggling and drowning, all right? So we struggled and it was tough. But you know what? We made it. We knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel with our struggle. It seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water into the drowning point, all right? When I was their age, I was making less than $10 an hour. And I can afford to live on my own. Now you have to be making 6-figure salary to get a decent, tiny little place to live. So what the is
is going on and how do we help them as parents? I told my son, all you have to do is work hard, go to college or join the military like I did. He went to college, got his degree, got a full-time job. He moved back in with me right when he graduated from college because he said, hey, Mom, as soon as I get a job, which was within 2 weeks of him getting out of college, maybe take me 2 months and I'll save up enough money for me to move out. Okay, cool. It's been 10 months. He has saved almost every dime and still can't afford to live. Why are one-bedroom studio apartments almost $2,000 a month? Why? Like, I just don't get it. So I don't even think that there's even classes anymore. There used to be, upper class, middle class, lower class. It's literally turning into the ultra wealthy and then everybody else is just poor. Like, that's what it's happening. And then I told him, hey, when you turn 25, at least your car insurance will go down. Hell no, he turned 25 and his car insurance went up $150. I tell him, if you need health insurance, get a good job. He has health insurance. He has had a medical emergency this week. Had to go to emergency room twice. He had to go to the emergency room because he couldn't get anybody to see him with the health insurance that he had. Right? So he had to go to an emergency room. Now he's out money for that too. It seems like you can never get ahead. And then my daughter, I told her all you have to do because she wanted to buy her own house. My daughter worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to save up enough for this down payment. Finally got this house. She's paying double what I'm paying for my mortgage, but her loan was the same amount. And then her mortgage company, after she's already moved in, said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that you need this type of coverage, which we forgot in the beginning. That's an extra $200 you've been paying a month. And all they see when they come home is they watch social media, kids their age, on lavish vacations with all this money and nothing to do, all these social media influencers, because we value those types of things over hard workers. We will pay them $10,000, but you work 40 hours a week, you can't afford it.
This is the first month I won't be able to afford rent. I'm not a rich person. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have basic household necessities, a couch, a bed, washer, a dryer. That's about it. A car. I don't have a lot of lavish things. I don't go on vacations and I don't spend a lot. Rent's increased from $1,300 to $1,800. The food prices are too high. I've cut back on eating because I literally cannot afford food. I've cut back on my favorite snacks, cat food, treats. I'm exhausted all the time from being overworked and underpaid. You don't catch a break when you grow up poor. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable. I just really need to catch a break right now. I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't have family. I don't have anything to fall back.
The United States has lost over 800,000 jobs this year so far under the Trump administration, and that is the most jobs lost from January to July since 2020. And remember who was president back then? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is so mad about the jobs report that he's now claiming that it was rigged. Everything that he doesn't like is rigged. And by the way, the job report was not rigged. We thought we'd gain over 100,000 jobs this July. We didn't. It was closer to 70,000. The economy is slowing. People are losing work. Manufacturing jobs are laying off people because of tariffs, and things could get worse. Tariffs are about to increase for so many different countries. The list goes on and on. And by the way, Donald Trump is threatening tariffs with countries just in the middle of the night, it seems. This is absolutely insanity. I know there's one job I'd like to see lost, though. I'd like to see Donald Trump removed from office. He is a liability to the well-being of our nation. He is an economy killer. This dude destroyed our economy in 2020, and he's doing it again.
I feel like the past 24 hours has just been a complete nightmare. 104% on imports coming from China. 104%. And that means my small business that I put everything into is done. I quit my corporate job about a year and a half ago to chase my dreams. I designed and launched a kids fitness brand and it was going great. I paid fair wages. I built relationships. And then overnight, the cost just more than doubled. My margins were gone. You know, my business doesn't pay for a yacht or a private jet. It pays for our daughter's swim classes. It covers groceries. It helps with babysitters for date nights. This isn't just numbers on a policy sheet. It's real people, real jobs, real families, and now I'm back at square one. So wish me luck.
Today, I announced a lawsuit on behalf of the state of California suing the Trump administration. California is the largest manufacturing state in our union, one of the largest trading partners around the globe. No state will be impacted more than the state of California as it relates to the unilateral authority that's being asserted by the Trump administration to impose the largest tax increase in modern American history.
All right, guys, I didn't really want to have to get on here and do this, but I had to. These are fiberglass stakes right here. There's big, bulky stakes on the back of the truck, wooden stakes. I called 2 weeks ago to get a quote on these fiberglass stakes because we need some more stakes this year. I got a quote, 83 cents. I called the man this morning. I said, hey, I know these tariffs are crazy and everything going on. I said, what can you do me on those fiberglass stakes now if we needed a load? It's a 3-month ETA from time you place the order. He said, Taylor, you don't want to hear this price that I'm about to give you. And I said, well, give it to me anyways. He said, each of those stakes now is going to be $1.74 a piece. And I said, well, you know, and I know both that we can't do that, and that's going to be impossible. So that's just to let you know a little bit of what we're going through out here on our farm and what farmers in general are going through. These tariffs, not the best thing for our country. I voted for Trump.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China. I import alloy wheels for cars, and I do somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 containers a year, which is a small business in regards to this industry. At 104%, I am absolutely going to implode and will not last 6 months. So with that said, I'm asking, is there anybody out there that has connections with manufacturing facilities, specifically alloy wheels, either in the United States or outside in these lesser tariffed countries like Mexico, Indonesia, Thailand, India? I need to find another source. I've emailed a lot of these companies and cannot get a response. And I just don't know if it's because I'm a small business or what exactly it is. So if anybody's out there that can help or shed some light, maybe provide some information that would be helpful, I would really greatly appreciate it, because if not, it's just a small business here that's going to go under, and I'll be back to digging ditches again, which I'm not scared to do, but it's a little harder to do with a wife, 2 kids, and at 45 years old. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions. It's very much appreciated.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how majority of the white people, they are now regretting for voting for this administration. And also we have seen how they are really coming out and try to reveal the hidden truth they have been hiding towards black people. And for a very long time we have been seeing black people in America, they have been going through a lot of challenges, a lot of struggle in America, and whenever black people, they have been coming out trying to talk, there is nobody who has been listening to what black people, they have been the cries of the black people in America. So right now these people, they have been voting for years just to punish black people. They have been voting against racism. They have been voting for racism. These people, they have been voting to punish black people, but this time round it is like God, he has come through for black people. Also, the same punishment that they vote to punish black people, it is the same punishment right now they are really getting. And also it is like these people, they are having a rude awakening. These people, they are now waking up knowing that they have been doing bad things towards black people, and majority of them, they are regretting. So majority of them, they have been telling Donald Trump that Donald Trump is he has become a bad person, but Donald Trump is not a bad person. Donald Trump is doing what he promised to do, because these people, they know that they knew that Donald Trump is going to deport illegal immigrants, and these people, they know that the illegal immigrants, they are the ones who are really helping them in their farms. They are the ones who are doing these small jobs. So These people, they thought that after voting for deportation, when the immigrant, they will go out of their country, they will bring black people to help them in the farms. But the black people, they have been refusing. Black people, they have been telling them, no, we are having a good job, we cannot just go in the field and start work, because we are having better jobs than going to the field. So right now, these people, they are really regretting. And guys, I want to read some of the comment from you guys, and also remember, you can share your thought on the comment section. Tell me, what do you feel about right now black people knowing, white people knowing that they've been doing a mistake for a very long time, and these people, they need to repent. And first of all, before these people asking black people to help them or asking for forgiveness to the black people, these people, they need to come out and pay black reparation. If black people, they want to start helping these people, what I can tell the black people is these people, they need to apologize first of all by paying the slavery reparation. These people, they need to pay for the damages, what they did to the black people during slavery. These people, they need to compensate those families who were hurt, those families who right now, they are still having the scars of slavery. So these people, they need to pay the black Americans their slavery reparation. So I want to read some of the comment here. So this one is saying that she just broke it down plain and simple. So she's telling how this lady, she has come out and teach their white race what they have been doing. So this one is saying that I never knew people on food stamp could get $2,800 a month and work every day with children. So you can see that one, it is our black farmers are doing great and we have support them fully. So you know, the white farmers, they have been now asking, why are the black farmers not crying, not why are the black farmers are not doing anything, why are they silent? It is because the black farmers, they knew what it is coming, and majority of them they started to prepare early because they knew what it is coming. So this one is saying that the truth must be revealed, and as the Bible say, all is must confess. So this one is saying that all the truth, it will be revealed, and we are now starting to see these people that are coming out and reveal the truth. Do they finally acknowledge that indeed they are the West? Yeah. So empathy, Babylon is falling. So this one is saying that Babylon is falling, and for real, America, it is falling, and it will not recover from the hands of this administration. God works in mysterious way, his wonder to behold once again. God flipped the script. God knows the history of the guilty and the innocent ones. The heaven will continue to fight for FBAs, the injustice, hypocrisy, and lies. 400 years of suffering, free labor is over. God will make them pay up, aka reparation, this modern day Egypt. So this one is saying that that one I've already tell you that these people, they need to pay slavery reparation. God is like is punishing them, and God, he has now teaching them a lesson by going all these challenges and the suffering that they are going through right now. So great reporting. So this one saying that the sheer stupidity of in mind boggling. So this one saying that no, he hasn't yet. Don't you get too comfortable. What God is about to do is what everybody better pay attention to. Just saying hallelujah. So this one, there's another one here is saying, and also guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll be reading it also and try to educate our fellow brothers and sisters. So this one is saying, hello family, I love you and your I am black American woman. This one is saying that interesting video, revealing, informative, and through provoking. Thank for posting. So this one is saying our people are getting better every day. We survive it all. I like your message. Thank you for for reporting this. So this one is saying that do do white people think God is going to let them put upon the descendants of slave? That's wicked, evil vil behavior that their ancestor put upon ours. Thus to this day they are still trying to do. Our ancestors are still here. They are the light that lives within us. So this one saying, maybe if this woman stop giving it away for free and start putting a price tag on it, probably have more money in their pocket that they that's what they have now. So this one, hey people, just say no to sound familiar. So this one now is saying, the ignorance of people. If you are a disability social security, or your own retirement social security, or this retirement, you are pay for your medical every month out of your check. So how can the government take away something that you pay for already? So these people, it is like these people, they are having a awakening. These people, they are now waking up, realizing whatever they have been doing, it is a bad thing, and that's why you can see. So this message here, people listen, look at Colorado have deceased rabbits. Some videos you all keep. This one is saying that, hey white people, just say no to sound familiar. So these are some of the message that majority of the people that have been sharing on the comment section. And also guys, you can also share your thoughts on the comment section. So subscribe if you haven't, guys. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up, and also you can share and also guys, you can share your thought in the comment section, and I'll be reading it in my next video. So thank you so much guys. Thank you.